I'm joined now by Jim Reed. He's the Manager of Installed Sound and System Design at RCF. Jim, how are you doing today?
Good, Mark. How are you?
I'm doing great. Excited to be talking to you a little bit about RCF. Obviously, you all have been around for a long, long time, 70 years, primarily began in Italy, but you've also been in the U.S. market now for 20 years or so. Talk to me a little bit about some of the developments in the U.S. market. What has led to your growth in North America and in the U.S. in particular?
Well, I'm glad you asked. Probably the strongest item that we released in the past 20 years, the strongest series that we released was the HDL series, which is an active line array series that many people are familiar with because it's all over. There's the HDL 10, 20, 30, and it's gone through multiple generations up until now. And that really got our foot in the door with the market. We've sold a lot of these products and put them in a lot of locations. It was a very good, still is very good sounding series and affordable, which was a first in the US. And that really broke ground for us and turned everyone's heads towards RCF and gave us the opportunity to create even more solutions for other markets as well.
And you've got a new line coming out as well, the GTX series. Talk to me a little bit about some of what types of applications would maybe make the most sense for this new line of speakers.
Yeah, well, the GTX is our latest and greatest creation. Unlike the HDL series, this is a passive solution, targeted more for larger format applications, larger venues, right? At the moment, we have two formats. One is the GTX 10, which is a dual 10-inch enclosure, and the larger one is called the GTX 12, which is a dual 12-inch enclosure. Both enclosures are also powered and processed by a new item called the XPS 16K, which is our digital amplifier, which drives and processes this system. And this system is, like I said, geared towards larger format events, whether it's in production or installs. On the install side, which is a lot of what I manage, we're seeing these systems going into a lot of, on the smaller side, large or upscale nightclubs, say like in Las Vegas, in Nashville, in New York, or in sporting events, both in the professional and the college level. So we're talking about arenas and stadiums, as well as our latest venture, which is a sports facility, a race sports facility, the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, which we don't have any GTX going in, but it is one of our largest projects that we're working on now at the moment.
Very cool. And what types of, I know you probably can't talk through all the details, but for our motorsports fans out there, what type of solutions are you providing at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway?
This has been a development that I've been working on for almost 5 years, working directly with the Speedway. And it's been going back. I've been traveling physically back and forth. It is a large facility, for anybody who's familiar with it. On race day, the Indy 500, the capacity of people that it holds is roughly about 500,000 people. It's a very large area that we're trying to do sound reinforcement for. So there's a lot to it, not only from the speaker side, but the infrastructure side as well. And the solutions that we're going to be using there is going to be a distributed audio system, of course. It covers so much ground, but it is going to be a custom enclosure specifically to meet their standards that they expect for such one of the largest sporting events in the world.
I know big projects like that could be pretty challenging, but they can also be pretty fun to work on something of that scale and magnitude. A lot of science, I would think. Yeah. That's great. Tell us a little bit about what can people expect to see if they stop by your booth at InfoComm. What can visitors check out? What kind of technologies are there available for people to get their hands on?
Well, you're going to be seeing a lot of what I've already spoken about. You'll see samples of the GTX line. You also see the latest generation of the HDL line that I mentioned as well, and the XPS amplifier, as well as many other products that are targeted towards the installation market. These are from small to large passive enclosures, and a lot of new technology as well that we're implementing into our active enclosures. That's just going to make deployment and optimization of our sound systems much easier for the end user.
Yeah, that's fantastic. Well, thank you, Jim, for taking a minute just to talk us through a little bit of that. And certainly when we are watching the Indy 500 next season, I'm assuming it'll be ready by the next Indy 500. Is that right?
Fingers crossed.
Yeah. Yes. Well, good luck with all of that work, and we'll be seeing you at InfoComm real soon. Thanks, Jim.
Thank you, Mark.